to do a little bit of cooking and a little bit of. I know that we had talked about me doing a little bit of like doing some drama wrap up, but I also wanted to make this stuff with you. So that's why you guys are straight up and down like this, because I'm gonna take you guys with me when we're done cooking. So I didn't want to have to carry it like this. So I apologize, but you're like this for only this live stream. I'm gonna cook you guys the pork that we made. We're gonna use that right now. I mean, I don't mind talking a little bit about what we're talking, you know what I mean? Like what I'm going to be talking about. Today's live stream with Betty just pissed me off so badly that like I was holding everything in, listening to Laura talk shit about shit. Like she has the nerve. Like the nerve of her to talk shit is, it's, she sounds like an idiot. When she has the history that she has of what she did, and then to call anybody anything other than their freaking name, she should be ashamed of herself, truly. Hey, Berkey. Hold on. So I know that you guys are straight up and down. You guys are normally not like that, but for today, I'm gonna make the dish that I wanted to make with you guys, but I'm also gonna take you guys with me. I want to play Betty's dumbass because she's a dumbass. Sebastian. I think she misses the part that she has a warrant or a restraining order. It's like my boyfriend following me everywhere, and I get a restraining order on my boyfriend. And the judge tells him he cannot go anywhere anymore that I'm at. And if I go to a movie theater and he follows me here and gets in trouble, the judge arrests him. In Betty's freaking fucked up world, she thinks that the judge is saying, well, I'm not going to have him tell me I can't go to the movies. No, he's telling you you cannot follow her. But it's so, I mean, it's hard to believe that she doesn't understand and she can't digest what the judge told her is her behavior has gotten her limited freedom. She doesn't no longer have freedom. You don't no longer have the same freedom I have. Anybody who's done something and has a felony doesn't have the freedom of their Second Amendment. Everyone is allowed in this country to have their Second Amendment, okay? Everybody's allowed to have their Second Amendment until you do something that restrains that or restricts that. What you don't get, Betty, is you keeping their name in your mouth is only getting you deeper and deeper and deeper in shit. And to think, oh, you guys I want to cook with you guys, but that was my whole reason that I said, you know what, I'm going to start just talking about this because Laura's talking about B. Tim because he was helpful and helped somebody out. Like, you have room to talk, Laura. Like, you have room to talk. You've called CPS. You can't talk about shit on this platform at all, ever again. Like, how you're not sticking your head in dirt watching everybody do shit is beyond me. You need to shut the fuck up, close your lips, say nothing, let people do scams, dances, whatever they're gonna do, and you cannot say nothing about it. See, I know Laura because back when I was with Marissa, she had a little bit of comments to say about me. She doesn't remember that I know her. I knew her when I knew Zero. Me and Zero were both there. And she would talk shit because she knew Zero. And she doesn't like me because I would give the shit back to her while she was over at MGL's. The problem is that she's talked shit about my channel, which she doesn't remember because she talks shit about so many people that it literally is. She doesn't. Oh, I talked about her. I don't even know her. Exactly, bitch. That's why I was so pissed. You don't even know my channel, but you were telling people that it was shit. So last night when I went in there and I just said, sounds like jealousy because she was talking shit about Queen Bee. She's telling Queen Bee that just stupid shit. Like, that's the problem is she knows nothing about what's going on. And somebody said, I don't know how she gets 1,000 people over there. You know how? Because she's funny, she's lighthearted, she's laughing, everybody's having a great time. She's not going live and being like, I don't know, I hate this and I hate you and I hate this and I hate. Exactly what Laura does. The people are, hey, Kimmy Love. Hey, Berkey, T-Berry. Thank you guys for being here. Hey, B. Tim. I'm sorry, you guys. I had talked to you guys yesterday, I think it was yesterday, that I'm going to start doing drama a couple nights a week. I feel like I address a lot of it in chats. I address a lot of it. I mean, I have been here for a long time. So I see a lot of people and a lot of things. I've seen a lot of Laura fuck up. I've seen a lot of people that are just fucking nasty, shady ass bitches. And instead of me just putting shit in chats, today I was just ready to explode after hearing Laura's dumb, fucked up ass. I listened to her talk and attack Wispy. Wispy, she was my girl. Like, I would look out for her for anything. And to hear her talk shit about Wispy's health, I say stuff in chat in Wispy's. And finally, I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to say it, like, voice what I felt. Laura, shut the fuck up. You have no spot. After the situation, I'm not even going to get into it, but after the conversation that you think is a valid about what you would do to test a man if he's safe or not, bitch, shut the fuck up. I had a daughter. Never, ever was it even a thought to put my daughter in any kind of risk. I'm not going to say what you did. If y'all want to look it up, look up Laura's history. That's all I'm going to say about that. Okay? I've had a daughter. How did I know she was safe around my son or around my husband? Because I put myself into different investigating my boyfriend. How do I know he's safe? I want to see how he is. Would I ever put my daughter here? Can you stand in there and just make sure that he's a good guy? Fuck that. And if he's not, then you just put your daughter into to the potential of getting something happened. Okay. This is the one. You guys, we're going to have to cook afterwards because listening, I mean, I had already heard parts of it and they were sent to me because I had talked to a couple people about doing I don't even feel like it's drama, but I guess it is. But here we go.
Lone judge in
this bitch is just God, her fucking voice. Sorry, guys.
Sebastian, it is really painting a very, very uneasy picture. And then we've got the police chief, his detective.
Listen to this. Let me explain something. People don't work their whole lives to go to get a career, get respected in your county, in your community, in your whole. You don't give up your financial pension for anything, and certainly not to be bought off for $5,000, $10,000. If they had that much money to pay for a man's pension, a judge, an attorney, a sheriff, they wouldn't be living in a house the way they live. There's nothing wrong with their house. But they would have to make millions. Millions, fucking Betty, millions. And if they don't make millions, how are they buying everybody? She fired her judge, or she fired her attorney, because he's now paid for by the Proudfoots. Anybody, the name is Proudfoots. Just because you're using them as many of them, they just for heads up, they're not feet. Their name doesn't change to feet. It's still foot. It would be like me, Putt, and now I'm Putz because there's many of us. It's still Putt. Okay, so let's listen to this sack of shit go on. God, I was so mad when I listened to this.
And you connected the dots and you followed them.
Bitch, you didn't connect dots. You don't get the freedom. You lost your freedom because you chose not to show up. Your freedom is not the same as my freedom. You chose to not go there and defend your ass. So now the judge does get to say it to you, Betty. Here's a clue to all of her subscribers. She lost her right to have all of the rights that I have, that the neighbor has. She doesn't have that anymore by her own doing. She didn't want to go. It doesn't matter if she thought there was not enough time or there was time. She chose by Betty's own doing to not go to defend herself. Okay? When she decided to not go, the judge got to tell her, you don't get to do this, this, and this. She waited 10 days. She never argued it. That is now locked in. Got it, Betty? You don't get to. She's saying right now in this video, no judge gets to tell me. Yes, they do. Heads up, Betty. I had a son that got into trouble with the law. He lost rights. Got it? I have a cousin. I have family members. I'm not going to say who's what. There's family members, 3 family members that talk and gave my son advice that he no longer has the liberties as everybody else. When you are restricted, you're restricted and you suck it up and you deal with it. Betty, blame yourself, bitch. Blame yourself, because even if even if my attorney told me not to go, my ass would have been sitting in the parking lot to make sure I saw my attorney's car there. My freedom was about to be given up. I don't care if my attorney says, I got you, boo. I'd say, fuck that shit. I'm going to make sure. So do you see the difference, Betty? Your ass was lazy, stayed home. Didn't do shit, but wait to hear from your people. I don't want to insult them because they believe that she's doing something. And that's what's so sad about all this. Some of these people are giving up their children's their college fund. They're giving up paying bills. They're doing things with their own life, whether it be that they're saving for something. They're giving her $20, $40, $60. Okay, for what? Because she's lying to you guys. Don't you listen to me. Please just take this into consideration. Not everybody can be bought by one family's paycheck. Not the whole county, the whole state. TBI, everybody's being bought by one man and one woman. They don't have enough money. Do you get that? These are people that have had careers in law enforcement, careers as a judge. They cannot be bought. So you don't have the same rights I do, Betty. As much as you think that people are all criminals, unfortunately, Betty, you are the one living with the restrictions in your life. But you don't think so. Here we go.
And it leads right back to that house and right back to those people, but you're not allowed to say it. Because if you do, we're Sumner County and we will arrest you.
You're right, bitch. That's exactly right. That's exactly right. You and that sorry ass lanyard. And that's the part that she doesn't get. Yes, bitch, they will arrest you. That you think they're afraid of Betty? Let me tell you, they will arrest gangbangers, bitch. They will arrest anybody that is fucking with them and the law. They're not afraid of Betty. They're not, because she's on to it. They're not. She is truly under the whacked out head that it's because she's getting close to solving. She thinks she's solving the case. I don't know. I mean, honestly, I was so mad. But I feel bad, you guys. I feel bad that she's that. I don't think she's ignorant. I mean, there's a lot of people that I've been in discussions with different people. She's not ignorant. She wants to play ignorant because she thinks it's going to look cute when she says, I didn't know. I didn't know. There's no civil lawyer that will take her case because she has broken the law. A civil lawyer is something that they have when your rights were taken from you without your doing of anything. Betty, you did this all on your own, baby girl. You wearing those, going out to their house in the middle of the night. You going, hey, mistress. Hey, Patricia. Hey, Millie. You going and asking people to go into gas station. You going into gas stations asking, do you know this man? Has he been here? You going to his work site. Silver push patch. Listen, first of all, you're crazy. But anyways, you got this restraining order, Betty, because your behavior has shown to be not safe for them. Okay? and you think that it's a nothing burger. The judge, the family, see senior citizens as being not as capable of protecting themselves against a crazed lunatic as yourself. So, in my opinion, you should have fought for your right and said, I apologize if I came across like that. I didn't mean to look like a crazed lunatic. I'm actually pretty safe. But instead, you said, Mr. Attorney, can you go fight my case for me? And he said, sure, I'll be there. Don't you go. Why you didn't do it anyways, I don't know. That's what between you and him. That has nothing to do with the judge not still honoring it. That was your fault that you didn't go. You tried to get a stream. She tried to get a stream in to come in. So if you knew that you were going there anyways, and she literally slapped the judge in the face by taking off to Tennessee that afternoon after the court hearing already passed. That's slapping the judge in the face. Trust me, my son's attorney would literally say, if you go out and break the law or do this while you're on probation, you're slapping the judge in the face or the attorney or whoever that gave you that bond or gave you that and allowed you to bail out. It's like slapping him in the face and saying, you were stupid to think I wouldn't break the law again. And unfortunately, Betty, you've done it multiple times. And now you're literally calling him a stupid ass in his face. And you clap your hands like it's so condescending, like you know it all, bitch. I feel bad for you. I feel bad that you're not like the mom that you have. I feel bad. Step in, mom. Like it would kill me that my son was doing idiot things and I wasn't going, listen, you need to straighten your butt up because I'm not going to be there to send you commissary. Straighten your butt up because I'm not going to be the one to send you letters that are going to keep you by during the holidays. As a mom, I feel bad that you couldn't feel that you should. Can you put that a little lower, Joe? Joe, just a little lower. I feel bad that the mom didn't feel that she could talk to her daughter. And that's the only reason that the mother would not have spoken up. Because she's afraid of her daughter. But I mean, she has a history of knocking the mom out. So I get that. In my opinion, mom, you need to wear those big girl panties, and it's called tough love. My son is a heavyweight wrestler, and I told his ass off when he got out of line, and I said, this is it. I'm letting you know right now, I'm done. I'm not going to be doing this anymore. You're telling me this little old girl, this little bitty girl, Mom, you're afraid of a little bitty girl? Come on. I mean, and if you are afraid of her, well, then even more so, y'all understand why the Proudfoots and you understand why Chris and Katie are afraid of the crazy woman. So if Mom is afraid of her and that's her own flesh and blood, imagine people that are no relation to her. Clearly, she doesn't hold regard for a man she loves. There's a history of physically getting physical with her husband, partner, somebody. She got physical with her mother. So those are the two people in your life that you would say, okay, I love you. I mean, let's just take some time out and talk about this. Mom, I know you're looking out for me. I mean, I don't know if she's ever had a normal conversation, but your spouse and your mom are two people that should be able to give you a heart-to-heart advice. And for some reason, Mom is afraid to give her that advice. Friends, I know she has a couple. I don't know how, but that's not for me to say. But she has a couple of friends. Sonia, how do you live with yourself knowing you put the GoFundMe in your name because you knew it was wrong to have it in her name? So I would think that the judge is gonna, I feel like there's something that could be held against you for knowingly putting it in her name because of what she is doing and having an attorney fund. Don't quote me on it. Like I said, I have family members that have attorneys knowledge. I'll just say that. And I feel like there could be something that you, Sonia, could be responsible for because you knowingly put it in your name, knowing what her GoFundMe was for. Let me just say that. Okay. And she has a third party protection order, but I mean, why even give her one, a restraining order, if she's not gonna really see? That might be what the judge is looking at. Why give her another chance to do it right this time if she couldn't do it right this last time? So when she goes on the 20th, in your heart of hearts, do you think the judge is gonna say, hey, you made a mistake, you cute little girl, you, god damn it, you're so freaking cute. Damn, let's give you another chance. Don't do it again this time. Behave yourself, little girl. She loves being called a little girl, and don't call her a YouTuber. Bitch, you're a YouTuber. I'm a YouTuber. We're YouTubers. That's just what we are. But do you think that the judge is going to allow you back out to continue to laugh in his face, slap him in the face, call him a dumbass? I'm just saying. Let's see what Blank's like. Hold on. Remember when Sonia walked into Sebastian's school? Yes. Filming minor children. First of all, filming without letting them know that you were filming them and recording them, minor children. That in itself, all this has gotten back to them. Promise you. And that's who the GoFundMe is in their name. So put all those pieces together, Sonia. Your name, and you're going to go down for a crazy lady with your name on a GoFundMe going into a minor school. You're willing to go down. Like, there's not shit I'll go down for anybody. My kids, maybe. Maybe my kids. But nobody I would ever take the rap for. Ever. I mean, all you have to do is just be a good person. That's it. Be a good person.
Sumner County, and we will arrest you. Okay, well, you're arrested, Bullhorn Betty. And I'm still talking about the fucking case. So you just wasted a shit ton of taxpayers' money for a whole bunch of nothing. I just want everybody out there that's a taxpayer in Sumner County to know how wasteful they are of your tax funds.
You know what they're going to find out? Let me just say, they're going to make use of the taxpayers' money because you just told them to. You just told them to make use of that money. You've already arrested me, and here I am still talking. So it sounds like you're telling them that they might as well just put a gag on you or lock you up because then you can't do anything. Let me just, this is what the attorney told my son. The judge isn't afraid of you. Promise you, the judge is not afraid of you. And he's within his rights to do what he feels is in the best interest of the case. Now, my son has never gotten in any trouble with any kind of restraining order. Mom, I'm talking to you here now. Bullhorn mama here. I would be embarrassed. Just saying. I would be embarrassed if it was my son who had a restraining order of a victim's family. I don't know how to describe it any more than I would be ashamed. I felt bad when my son got in trouble and he had just a couple of joints on him. I felt like I had failed as a mother. Like, oh my God, doesn't he realize he's only 19 or he's only 18 or whatever the case was? How do you not feel responsible to try to direct her? That's my question to you. Mama Bullhorn, let's just put aside your daughter doesn't give a shit. The only person that can get through to her between me and you is you. And most school doors are locked for that particular reason. Thank you, exactly. And I guarantee after this came out, the judge, the school, the judge, the detective, the Proudfoots, or the Bowersocks, anybody in this case got a hold of the school and they are doing measures different. You know, that's one thing about Betty. She does make things change. With the Lilani, They had to make a new law over there because she couldn't let a family have rest at night. So they had a new law. Here, I promise they do things different now because of the crazy lady that came to town one day. She is in charge and has a lot of people just doing good deeds in their eyes. And that's the part I feel bad about. They truly think they are doing something to, I don't know. They're adults. I can't blame all of it. They're adults. They're adults. They know what they're doing. They know when they write horrendous words in a text on the chat, accusing the Proudfoots, accusing the mom of something, they know what they're typing and they know it's wrong. And you guys should feel ashamed of yourself because this one lady says it's true. TBI, law enforcement, the detectives are all wrong. Betty's the only one right. Damn, I've got some land I got to sell you. I really do. And I've never seen it, but y'all are something. Y'all are some gullible people. And I feel bad that you're 40, 50, 30, 20. Y'all are old enough to know better, but you don't.
Can't go
But you
for a
don't.
15-year-old boy, but they can surely pull poor Betty from the state of Florida and make her come back there umpteen million times so they can try to shut me up from the truth. But they can't go and arrest parents that have a history of...
Okay, what she doesn't realize is Mr. Biological father, also has a record on him. So she wants anybody who has a record, forget doing the investigative work. If you have a record, you're going to get arrested. It doesn't work like that, Betty. In this great state that you sit there and Mr. all political woman that she is, in the country that we live in, you are innocent until proven guilty. And she likes to reference, no, you are guilty until you're proven innocent. Again, I tell you subs, you guys following somebody who says that, it says more about you than about her who throws that out there. She throws it out there to see if y'all will buy it. And if y'all buy it, you can only blame yourself then. Because you know that's not what it is in our country. You know what our country has as innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. So if you allow her to say that and you go, let me send $20. Holy shit, you said it again. Let me send you more money. Where's the proof that they did it? Because if there was proof, they would be arrested. You guys are grown adults. You know this. I'm trying to tell you something that you know. But because, let me just show you. Because of that lady who has restraining orders on her, you're going to believe it. You're going to buy it. Come on, you guys. Y'all are just, how do you parent in your real life world? Because, I mean, she's only on for an hour or two a day. When you turn off your YouTube and you go into a grocery store and they tell you, oh, you have to pay for those. You go, no, the hell I don't, because it's free unless you catch me. No, you know that you have to pay for it. There's certain things you know in life that nobody has to tell you, you know. Nobody told you, don't take that shopping cart of groceries out. You didn't pay for it. But you know to go through the checkout because you don't want to get in trouble. Okay, so you believe in the normal everyday laws of the land. But then when you get on TV and you start watching YouTube, you let a crazy lady tell you that you can tell somebody they're guilty even if the detective, the courts, the law enforcement, even though they have not handcuffed them or shown them or charged them, you will allow a lady tell you that because she says they're guilty, they're guilty. Like, you're grown, you guys. You're grown. You're going to have to look back at yourself and ask yourself, why did I listen? Trust me, I do it with my first sub, my first person I used to follow. I go back and ask myself, I can't believe I followed this person. I'm ashamed. Yeah, I'm the first one. I was there for 3 or 4 months, 5 months. Either way, I'm still ashamed. You're going to have to look and go, I sent her $600. I sent her $900. See, she's taking your guys' money because she wants to keep doing what she's doing. So every time she's breaking the law by saying their name, she's going to come back and ask all of you guys for the money to cover her. I would be pissed if my son kept breaking the law and I would keep going, here's 600, here's a 1500, here's 1300. Again, I told my son, I'm done. I'm not writing you letters. I'm not talking to you. I'm not sending you commissary. You know what my son did? He straightened his ass up. I guarantee if you guys quit sending her money, she will stop the hate she's doing to the mother. But she doesn't because y'all keep sending her money. She's going to get arrested and she's going to go to jail. She's going to lose her YouTube channel. Who are you going to follow then? Y'all going to follow J for J? Y'all going to follow Brittany? Because I heard she needs tires again this year. So y'all decide who y'all going to follow next. Because I promise you, I would say 60 days, this lady will not be on the platform because she is going to be held accountable for everything she's doing. The judge isn't afraid of her and is not going to address her. He's going to address her. Y'all need to start looking for who you're going to follow next. Because this girl, unless y'all want to do let her call your phone, you might want to do that, maybe.
Abusing this boy before his disappearance. Jeez. And a whole slew of lies.
And his dad also was abusing him or abused. There was one report. The child fell into his hand. Now, I'm a victim or a survivor, however you want to word it, but I'm a survivor of DV. And there were many times that I was told I hit my knee, I hit my arm, I walked into the door, I walked into the wall. Well, it just so happens that the child at some point walked into the hand of the biological father. May have been, I'm not saying it didn't, very well could have been. My point is this. You can't hold that against the stepdad when the bio dad has the same situation. And the lies, let's keep in mind who first said there was no internet, then it was no phone, and then never talk to anybody online. Well, okay, just my friends. I don't know. That would kind of scare me if my daughter or my son was talking to one of my husband's friends. I wouldn't be okay with it.
Must be a vendetta. Must be this vendetta. Couldn't be because we're following the truth. It's got to be a vendetta.
We're lucky we have her on the case.
We have this horrible vendetta, and the vendetta is we seek the truth. So yeah, I'm seeking the truth, and if that's what this judge equates to a vendetta, is trying to find the truth and following the leads, then I guess I'm very vindictive. Who knew? Who knew? Who knew?
I feel bad for her. I feel bad for her because she's going to find out they don't need her help. It's going to feel really sad for her that they don't need her help, but they don't need her help. I don't know how else to tell her. Betty, they don't need your help. They have TBI. They have law enforcement. They have volunteers. Somebody with a restraining order on the mother is the last person they need help from. Just so you know, that's all. That's all I have to say about that. You guys, I'm sorry, but after I watched her live, I saw a couple of clip channels, clipped some pieces of it. I can't take her as a whole dose because she infuriates me how she treats Katie. I'm not saying Katie's innocent. I'm not saying Chris is innocent. I'm not saying Seth is guilty or Seth is innocent. I'm saying the law enforcement is doing their job. Let them do their job. That's all. That's all I'm saying. Stop doing what you're doing. You're only hurting yourself. Anybody out there, she's hurting herself. The mom, step up, be a mom, do the mom thing. direct your children, even when they're 40. I still talk to my son, 30 years old, and I direct my son. He calls me and says, hey, I'm thinking about taking this job. What are your thoughts about it? I mean, it's our job as parents to give our kids advice. Mama Bullhorn, this is you. This is where you're supposed to say, zip it. You're getting yourself in trouble. I'm just saying. Okay, I'm sorry. Blah, T-Berry. I have to run. We're getting good. Don't worry. You guys go. It's Halloween. Y'all go and do your thing. I love you so much. A Blank Slate. I love you guys. Thank you guys. Blank Screen. Thank you guys. Patricia, you guys. Only thing I ask for you guys, please pray for the Proudfoots, because in the long scheme of things, this is really shitty to hear online. This is really shitty to hear somebody talk so ugly. I mean, she talks really bad about the stepdad. And let me tell you, my husband is the stepdad dad in our family. So all the people that talk shitty about stepdads, y'all don't know. My husband gave his pension to help my daughter finish school. And that's his stepdaughter. My son, when he was in trouble with the law, his stepdad sat in the bleacher or in the aisles, stood by his son. So stepdads don't necessarily mean they're not as valid as a dad. The kid's dad was not a great guy, because for him, it was easier if there was somebody else who wanted to do the responsible things and be there for him and blah, blah, blah. So you guys, I see such horrible things. The stepdad. And even, I think it was the interview he did, it really pissed me off when he was on there with Chloe and, God, what was her name? Trisha. He said, my son, and she goes, you mean stepson? You know what? My husband calls my son, son. My husband calls him son. My son calls him dad, father. They refer to each other as father and son. And I was really disappointed in that lady using that reference, correcting him. How dare she tell him stepson when he feels like that's his son? And I'm not saying she's bad. I'm saying you stepped over the line. It's not your business. If he calls him, and I don't care what Robin thinks. Robin, you're not in that home. Katie and Chris raised him. We raised our kids. It's like, who are you to say that's his step? No, it's not fair. If the child felt comfortable, if the dad felt comfortable, mind your business, bitch. You're that. I won't go there. I'm not going to go there. I'm going to be positive. You guys go have a safe Halloween with everybody you go. Please be observant of the roads while you guys are out, you guys. Please, please, please. There's a lot of kids going to be running across the street. Anybody driving, be observant of the kids in the cars, excited, getting back in the car. They're excited. They have candy. There's kids running across the street. They're trying to get to another house with candy. Please be cautious, be careful. Anybody who's here for cooking, I'm going to end this live and I'm going to come back and do a different live for the cooking. We're making the pork gravy and mashed potatoes. The pork we made yesterday, we're going to do it in about 5 minutes, 3 minutes maybe. Got to end the live. Be blessed, y'all. Stay safe. Oh, by the way, we're doing Laura next. I get to get all the things I want to say about her, about what she did to Wispy and how stupid she's talking right now. So, all right. Love you guys.